Jabba the Hutt isn't just a crime boss. As far as the Star Wars universe is concerned, he is the boss. But Jabba is so much more than just a lazy, corrupt blob. He's got a history that's just as gross and bizarre as his slime-coated skin. Here are a few things you might not know about Jabba the Silajik-Chure. Jabba the Silajik-Chure. Jabba the Silajik... Jabba the Hutt. A slimy evolution. Jabba the Hutt is famous for his bulbous body and slug-like features. In the decades since his debut in Return of the Jedi, he's become a symbol for gluttony and corruption. And it's all thanks to his disgusting, pulsating bod. But Jabba could have looked very different. In the original Star Wars script, he's simply ambiguously described big and gross, with facial scars from vicious battles. In the original concept art, he's vaguely Chewbacca-like and stands on two legs, and in the Marvel Comics Star Wars adaptation, he's a yellow humanoid with a snout and bushy mutton chops. It was only when Return of the Jedi entered pre-production that Jabba started to take his now familiar form. But bringing a giant slug-like Jabba to life was a major production. In Return of the Jedi, there were 3 main puppeteers, and other performers moved his eyes and helped animate his tail. Larry Ward, who also voiced Greedo, provided the vocals. Over the years, a lot of people have played Jabba. Declan Mulholland played the first weirdly human Jabba the Hutt in a scene that was ultimately cut from the original Star Wars. Veteran actor Ed Asner played Jabba in a radio drama. And in the Clone Wars, he's played by Kevin Michael Richardson. Several different actors have voiced him in video games, and in The Phantom Menace, he's credited as being played by himself. Figure that one out. Mommy issues. Jabba is a mobster from a family of mobsters, so of course his family reunions get a little complicated. In 2008, the animated film The Clone Wars introduced Jabba's uncle, Zero the Hutt, and his son, the flatulent Rhoda. Later, the cartoon series expanded Jabba's family tree by bringing in other family members, including the obese Hutt matriarch Mama. Jabba's parents don't play a big on-screen role, although they clearly had an impact on the young Hutt. According to the Star Wars Character Encyclopedia, one of Jabba's dancers, Yarna Dalgargan, was made in his mother's image. If she seems a little Hutt-like, that's not an accident. As the Character Encyclopedia explains, Jabba had Yarna's body enlarged and forces her to wear makeup that makes her look like his mom. Yes, it's all a little weird, even for Jabba. Still, twisted parent-kid relationships are kind of a Star Wars thing, and it wouldn't be the first time we've seen characters in a galaxy far, far away getting a little too close to their family members. How to speak Hutt. You can't actually learn Huttese because it's not a real language. It is, however, based on one. On the DVD commentary track for A New Hope, Lucasfilm sound designer Ben Burtt says he based Huttese on Quechua, a collection of loosely affiliated South American languages that date back to ancient Incan times. As the story goes, Burtt located an instructional tape and played it for Larry Ward, who used the sounds to create Huttese words for Jabba. Huttese isn't actually Quechua. It has no formal structure. Not that anyone on set would have noticed. During filming, Jabba's puppeteers delivered all his lines in English. The Huttese was added in post-production, and it was designed to fit Jabba's already filmed mouth movements.
Your mind powers will not work on me, boy.
Dude looks like a lady. Hutt physiology is really freaking weird. According to reference books like The New Essential Guide to Alien Species, Hutts don't have skeletons, although they do have a mantle that helps give their heads that distinct blobby shape. They sweat mucus and they have snake-like qualities too. In the 1995 comic Jabba the Hutt: The Dynasty Trap, Jabba is seen swallowing an entire human. And while Jabba has a son, don't go looking for Mrs. Hutt. She doesn't exist. In Star Wars' old continuity, Hutts were born with both male and female reproductive organs and could choose to mate with themselves. According to the novelization of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, that's exactly what Jabba did. In 2012, though, after Disney purchased Lucasfilm, the Mouse House wiped most of Star Wars non-film continuity clean. As part of this reshuffling, the Hutts got definitive genders. Jabba's hermaphroditic past is gone. For better or worse, he's now a dude, and only a dude. Tats for Hutts. Jabba's arm tattoo wasn't supposed to be important, it was supposed to look cool. In an interview with Sci-Fi Now, John Coppinger, the man who sculpted Jabba, said the tattoo was really just a meaningless afterthought. I put a tattoo onto Jabba's arm as a finishing touch. Now, if you Google Jabba tattoo, there you'll find yards of information about Huttese tribal markings. In the novel Darth Plagueis, Jabba's tattoo is implied to be the symbol of his clan, a crime family known just as much for their fearsome loyalty as for their greed, their opulent tastes, and their fondness for humanoid women. Hey, at least Jabba's comfortable in his own gross, slimy skin. You can't say that about a lot of people.
He doesn't feel the need to be charming or anything. He's just an unpretentious, very straightforward guy.